Welcome back. So yes, as you can see, CP is kind of very critical to the game. That's why I was concerned of having to build it back up after Lara went down. Some fights you just want to use your S-Craft and just crush it as quickly as possible.
Here we go.
While others, like this one, you can kind of take at your own pace.
My turn. Keep it up, everyone. Right.
My turn.
It's my turn. Fire!
The only problem is how long it takes to get your CP back. Now, if I wanted to, I would just, you know, delay everybody's turn, which I will for this one, until Lara goes.
I can do this.
My turn. Hey! Off guard.
Very good.
Your swordsmanship gets better.
I have, without a doubt, the septum I need for the opening of everybody's Arcus unit.
It's a treasure chest.
Aqua Bleed.
Now's our chance. Let's get him. My turn.
Not big enough to hit both, all three, but 2 is better than just the 1.
Now! I'll take you up. My turn. Right.
It's my
Again,
turn.
if you want to like min-max this process, you can just
My turn.
have Reen give Lara Reen's Quartz, so you'll get more CP from
We should
defeating
keep going.
enemies. I'm fine with just doing it this way. Okay. Supposed to be near the windmill in front of the nature park, right? This light doesn't appear to be working, which means it's probably the one Samus was referring to. Probably. Let's check the number on it. BO2, yeah, it's the one. Alright, then we must enter the code after taking care of uninvited guests. What? Monsters. There are a lot of them, guys. There are a lot of them. Guess the lights really work. We need to change that thing quickly. Reen, can we entrust this task to you? Sure thing. The rest of you, keep the monsters at bay while I make the switch. You can count on us. First things first, I need to input the code to open the maintenance hatch. Pretty sure it was 466515. Should do it. It opened. Now let's get that new orb and light in place. Let's go. Yeah, this game has a lot of those moments too, where it says something and it expects you to remember it upstairs. So it's good to write down some things, old school style, if you want to make sure you don't forget some key points of information. Thank you so much for your help. Looks like things have finally calmed down. Thankfully, hard to believe how much of a difference those things make. You got that one done in record time, Reen. Yes, I was expecting the process to take much longer. Well, it's a pretty simple procedure, since I wasn't being since I wasn't being harried by monsters the whole time anyway. Still, good job. And I guess that's a wrap. Yep, now we just gotta report back to Samus. Not before we head to this farm for some carrots.
I wonder where we are.
It says Lunaria Nature Park.
This area seems kind of different from anywhere else we've been so far. The Lunaria Nature Park, huh? Seems like a park and less like a park and more like a forest. Yeah, it really does feel a little out of place, sitting smack dab in the middle of farmland as far as the eye can see. It may have had some religious significance in the ages past. Perhaps it was a place where the animists of ancient times chose to enshrine the spirits of the forest. There's a place much like that in my hometown. Yeah, there's one in mine too. Huh? Who are you? And what are you doing here? We're travelers, merely passing through, and who might you be? We're the park rangers here. As you can see, the park's off limits right now, so I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Off limits? Is there some sort of construction going on or something? Something like that, yeah. But that's beside the point. It's off limits, so get lost. We've got things to do here. It's with the attitude. As uncouth as their warning may have been, we should still turn back. If this area is indeed off limits, we're trespassing. Yeah, and it's not like we have any urgent business here or anything. Good point. Come on, let's go. Though I must admit, something about this still feels a little off. Well, I came here for this. But something fishy appears to be going on in the park.
Is this a farmhouse?
Excuse me, would you happen to be Paul? That's right. Who might you be? We're students from Thor's Military Academy. Father Zabel requested we come here to collect Imperial carrots. Oh, is that so? Pretty sure I set a batch aside for him. Can you wait a few minutes? Hey, sorry for the wait. Here you go. Imperial carrots. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen carrots this color before. Likewise, they certainly do seem nutritious, though. Don't they? They're actually rare enough that people present them in the Imperial families as a gift. They're said to have they're said to have medicinal properties on top of being nutritious too. So make sure you're careful while carrying them back. Understood. Leave it to us. Should be everything we need, right? Yeah, let's report back to Father Zabel. Again, I love just the music, the touch, the way everything looks inside. All these castles look like they're very warm and inviting. It's a very nice touch. World building in this has been top-notch so far. I can't wait to see how it continues on throughout the series. I am very much looking forward to all that. Some fights I don't feel like taking at the moment. Unnecessarily.
My turn. My turn.
Yeah, see, even if you hit him
Now's our
in the
chance. We can
front.
do this.
My turn.
It's my turn.
Right. Yeah.
My turn.
Hey.
100.
My turn.
I can do this.
My turn.
Of course.
Hey.
Go.
Right.
Here we go.
I can do this.
Come on.
My turn.
Just, there we go.
Evil will fall
Perfect.
before my blade.
I'll skip the bug fight. And head on back. Alright, so let's talk to Father Zabel first. And then we'll do the Orwell, because I have things to do in there. I see you return with the ingredients. We have. Here you are, Father. Please, accept my thanks. Now I can get back to making the medicine. I'd like you to accept these as well as a token of my appreciation. Thank you, Father. Did you happen to make these as well? That's correct. There's not much of it, but it should come in handy. Thank you for your concern. We'll make good use of these. Good luck with the remainder of your tasks, and may Adios guide you. Adios be with you. Excellent. It's one task completed. Now for two. Hey there. Take the job's done? It is. Allow us to give you a detailed report on it. We have the old ornament light here. Thanks. I'll get this fixed up so it can be used again. Glad you're all safe after dealing with those monsters, though. They were hardly a threat. We did take the request up, knowing it could be dangerous after all. You military academy kids really are a tough group. Oh yeah, can't forget to give you a reward now, can I? Are you sure we can take your course? Of course, you did some solid work, you know? Thank you for the help. Feel free to come along whenever you need my help to give your orbits a checkup. Alright. Speaking of that, can buy EP charge. I'm not interested in that one at all. Oh, damn it. Alright, cool. Slots. I'm short that time, Sepith, man. That is some rough stuff. Ah, vanity. 20,000 for that. Alright. Some logic behind this. I need to open another one for her. But I will get to that in a moment. Alright, so, as I said, I'm here for medicine. One thing in particular, this. $20 should cover me for a very, very, very long time. Otherwise... Welcome. Our goods largely consist of medicine ingredients. I was going to say medicinal herbs. And items with medicinal properties. They may not be all that's useful to you, but you're more than welcome to have a look regardless. No, I'm good, sir. However... prevents blind... Let's do some shopping. Sitting Mishi. Picard plush. Kobold plush. Smells oddly sweet. Expensive. Not what I'm looking for, though. Prevents burn. Prevents freeze. Prevents petrify. Welcome. We got fresh ham, smoked meat, and sausage here ready for you to try. Don't pass up on our new service either. If you're looking for a full course to take home, then we got it right here. We'll even throw in a pack of beer, but only if you buy it now. Sounds like something Instructor Sarah would love. No kidding. I can see her spending all her money here. Let's keep quiet about it. You know Lemon? That merchant with the funny accent? Me and him been rivals for years now, you see, but this year I want to settle the score with him once and for all. He's a tough one, because he always has a steady sales rate, so I gotta find a way around that to beat him. I was hoping that you had some sort of recipe to give me. There we are. Under no circumstance do I need Laura getting confused. Hey, Lot. You wouldn't happen to be from Thor's, would you? That's correct. Yes, I knew it. My daughter started there this year, too, you see. Her name's Becky. She's a wee cheeky girl whose he's always thinking about Mira. But, well, do try and get along with her if you're ever a spot at the academy. Will do. Good luck with your sales. You give recipe? All the goods I'm selling are straight from Celtic's own granaries. There was loads of wheat and rye harvest this year, so I'm gonna get minted off them. I got all the farmers to thank for that, so I'll have to bring some of the wee gifts once and for all. What was the last part? I think I said I did not read that correctly. Oh well. Yeah, some of the way some of these characters talk kind of throws off your reading. Well, mine at least. Where was I headed? Yeah, this is the way to the monster. Right? No. This was the way to the monster. Yeah, all these chapters are very well paced. I think it rounds about, when I played the first time, it ran about 10 hours a chapter I was spending on them. That's not bad, right? Because that rounds about to like a 70-hour campaign. Now, mind you, I was doing the side content. I was like clearing the maps. I was looking for all the quartz, the goodies, the treasure. Listening to the dialogue. Getting engrossed in the story, so... If any of those things is not your cup of tea, but you want to take Ghost Train, you could shave down the time considerably.
Transcontinental Railroad, huh? Guess that'll take you out of the country.
Yeah, if you keep on heading east, you'd eventually reach Gorelia Fortress.
Like, I know, don't want to fight the bug. Don't want to take a chance of taking too much damage here. When I was playing Persona, it was like...
Enemies ahead! We'll have to
Oh, no. Wait. Oh, I took the confusion off of him. It had to be Reen, right? Always Elliot.
Right! Give it up, everyone!
What luck.
Right. Turn to flames.
Take out the strawberry.
Burn.
It's not taking out the strawberry. Oh my god. Can't make this stuff up.
My turn.
Trying to figure out how I want to do this. You know what? I'm just gonna blue lullaby everything.
Good night.
All right. It's not gonna stop Ellie getting hit again.
It's my turn.
Blessed arrow.
Hang in there.
An insane support ability. Insane. One of the few ways to get CP back from somebody else,
Of course.
not by hitting shit. Still sleeping.
turn. There.
Delay.
Now's your chance.
An opening.
Take that one down.
Of course.
Okay.
We should keep going.
Reviving bomb. Two treasure chests, and I missed one. HP 1. As I said, you want to try and take every fight, but also you got to be strategic in what you fight and what you don't with battles coming up. Some are just not worth
It's a treasure chest.
Some are just not worth taking until you do the boss first. The wolves in particular. Okay. Time for the scary dinosaur. Is that the monster we're looking for? Certainly seems to be. Looks pretty tough. What should we do? We don't really have a choice, do we? We have to kill it. It's causing problems for the farmers. Everyone, double check your equipment. We need to be prepared for whatever this might throw at us. Understood. Right. Let us begin.
Be careful, this one looks strong. I can do this. Turn to flames. Burn!
Got the burn.
Go! There!
Get this delayed.
Right.
He's just out of range. That's so unfortunate.
Of course.
Armor break.
Shatter. Now.
Go!
Ha!
Here we go! There!
Right.
As you can see, this is what I meant when I said you can, like, delay monsters out of action.
Everyone. My turn. Shatter.
Again.
Now.
Can't stack debuffs in the way that's like 25 reduced and 25 reduced. I do not believe it works like that. However, her first armor break would have applied the
Here we go.
debuff, meaning her second armor break would have done a lot of damage with the debuff.
It's my turn. Turn to flames. Burn!
No.
My turn!
Excellent.
Right.
Big
Shatter.
crit.
Off guard.
Set 100 damage. Let's go. And he's sealed. Even better. Let's
There!
delay that turn even further.
Right.
Very good.
Right.
My turn! Go!
An opening. Ha!
Let's go.
Oh, we did it.
Great!
So close of a level for everyone else, but hey. I'll take it. That takes care of that. I don't know how we did it, but we won. It would have been even tougher if not for the power of our combat links. I hate to admit it, but the Arcus does seem to have a lot of potential. You hate to admit it? Why? Never mind that. I should go tell the people at the farm that we took care of the monster they reported. Oh yeah, I hope they're pleased. Is something wrong, Laura? No, it's nothing. Let's go. Okay. What could that be about, I wonder? Let's see. Trying to think, do I want to... yeah, I'll take on the wolves. Right? Not from the front, though. I'll have to get the
Now's our chance. Let's get 'em.
advantage.
Here we go!
try and get everyone a little bit of XP to level up.
I can do this.
Right.
It's my turn.
My turn. There.
No turn for the wolf.
Right.
Get Lara her
course.
CP. There
We
should
should
be
keep
everyone
going.
getting a level.
I did it.
Not bad.
Alright, Elisa will get her level and then simply any foe. So that is perfectly fine. See if I can't take should be like one of those field mice bosses. That one right there. But first, oh, I assume you're taking care of that monster? That's correct. Thank goodness. Thank you so much. Now we can finally begin harvesting again. I'll have to let the family know right away. You're welcome. I found myself surprised how close this area is to Kellic, however. Wouldn't it have been much quicker to make a request to the Provincial Army instead? Well, it is admittedly close, but this area and Keldic as a whole, really, it's on the very outskirts of the Kreutzen province. As such, the Provincial Army isn't very interested in aiding us. Ah, yeah, that's not too hard to believe considering their attitude earlier. That certainly doesn't sit well with me. I probably shouldn't say any more on the matter. However, I do still owe you all for a reward. Please take this. That's really generous. Can we have all this? Why, of course. We've got enough to last us here as is. After all, your help, it's the least I can do. I hope you enjoy them. These look great, thank you. You won't get much fresher than this. I'm looking forward to digging in. I'm rather envious that you have the opportunity to eat such delicious food every single day. That's one of the benefits of being a farmer. Unfortunately, though, it's not all good. Things have been getting tougher lately, seeing as how goods are being imported so cheaply nowadays. I wasn't aware of that. Importing has become a much easier task now thanks to the Transcontinental Railroad and international flights. Furthermore, more goods can now be legally imported as a result of rising population. Come to think of it, I have noticed an increase in cheaper ingredients lately. My apologies. I shouldn't be wasting your time with all this. Regardless, you all have my thanks for today. Now we can move on to harvesting without any worries. Allow us to thank you too. We actually learned a lot from doing this request. Feel free to get in touch should anything else come up. Alright. Whew. Guess that does it for the mandatory tasks. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pooped. Same. I don't venture out into the highways very often. Two of you seem okay, though. Well, my hometown was in the countryside, too, so I'm kind of used to this. And with all the training Laura does, I imagine this is probably nothing for her. Indeed, I find this level of exercise to be quite manageable. However... Huh? What is it? No, I'm sure it's nothing. I believe we should return to the inn now, should we not? Yeah, I'm guessing Instructor Sarah is still there. We can give her our report and ask her a bit more about the purpose behind these field studies. That would definitely be good to know. She hasn't told us anything about what's happening tomorrow either. Alright, let's head back to town. Get another fight in for some XP.
Well, shall we begin?
My turn. There. Go.
An opening.
It's my turn.
Very good.
Right.
Too slow.
Of course. Hey. Now.
Go.
I can do this. Fire!
Here we go. That's that. Let's keep moving.
Nicely done.
Okay. out for a moment, but I'll edit that out. Everyone is level 10. Which I think is a good place to continue back. I could take these fights, but
Here we go.
damn.
There.
Never close enough for everybody to get hit at once.
My turn.
Got a seal, that's great.
It's my turn.
This should hit both.
Here we go.
Alright, take out all the other ones. Alright, excellent. Another seal.
Of course.
I can do this. Fire!
My turn.
Of course.
Right. Fire!
Okay,
Is everyone okay?
excellent and stellar. Don't give crap. The one paid. What's going on? Sounds like something's happening over at the market. There appears to be some manner of dispute occurring. I wonder what's up. Should we go take a look? Yeah, let's go and see. Alright. Don't give me that crap. This is my spot. I paid for it, so it's mine. I'm the one who paid for this spot. Look, I even got the permit for it. Stop lying to me and vamoose. May I ask what the problem is? Perhaps we can help in some way? There seems to be some question over which of these two gentlemen gets control of this area except the stall. The young merchant over here is a local, while the merchant wearing the suit is from the capital. So they're both claiming the same spot? How odd. Permits for the market are usually issued by the province's ruling lord. So for Celtic, that would be... This isn't good. We must stop them. Who are you? Unhand me at once. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but violence isn't going to solve anything. You both need to calm yourselves. You've been worked into a rage. Arrgh, bah. What are you, high schoolers? This has nothing to do with you meddling kids. We're having a mature discussion here, and I'll thank you not to interfere. Since when has grabbing a person by the neck been considered mature? If you truly intend to have a mature discussion, then you should try acting more like adults. What did you say to me? We're students from Thor's Military Academy. We're currently visiting this town on a field study, and while we are not yet formal members of the army, I'm afraid we cannot simply walk by and ignore a fight in such a public place. A military academy? Ugh, so they're a bunch of soldiers in training? What in Adios' name is happening here? Oh, now, look what you've done. Manager Otto. I've been filled in on what happened. I understand both of you have a permit for the same stall. Is that correct? Yeah, and both permits expire at the same time, too. What's the meaning of this? I understand your concerns, but fighting it over here is greatly inconveniencing the other customers. I'll be happy to discuss this matter in private, but I'll need to ask you both to put your differences aside until it's been resolved. Alright, I guess. That was a close one. Seems like everything's going to be fine now, though. Yeah, guess this guy is in charge. I really appreciate the four of you stepping in to help defuse the situation, though I suppose I should expect no less from the infamous Class 7 I heard so much about. Oh? How did you know about Class 7? My name is Otto. I'm the manager at Celtic's Grand Market. I have some things to discuss with you. If you're so kind to come along, I'll treat you to some tea. There's that laughing bird again. So you're responsible for choosing our assignments? Indeed. Principal Van Dyck is an old friend of mine, you see. He asked me to personally select a few tasks that you might be able to complete. Well, that was nice of him. We appreciate your consideration as well. It was no trouble at all. Likewise, I'm grateful to you for taking some troublesome tasks off my hands. And I can't thank you enough for your help with the market. If you hadn't been there, I imagine someone would have ended up getting hurt. I'm just glad we were there when we were. So both merchants will be taking turns using the stall in the front of the market? That's right. Both of their permits are genuine, but their merchandise and temperaments don't lend themselves to sharing a space. Eventually, they agreed to compromise where they would each make use of the stall on alternate weeks. The other stall was reserved in the back of the market, however, so whoever's relegated there will be likely see far lower sales. It's better than nothing, I guess, but still really unfortunate. I must admit, I do find this whole matter rather perplexing. To my knowledge, the issuing of market permits is the sole responsibility of each province's ruling lord. For a mistake such as this to have been made in the first place raises some rather unpleasant questions. That's true. It's a lord's duty to control the flow of goods. If he can't handle it, the local economy could really suffer. Quite right. Ordinarily, that responsibility would fall upon the Duke's household. The Duke? The Kreutzen province is ruled by Duke Iberia, one of the 4 most noble houses in the entire country. But lately, the situation surrounding the Duke's household has been getting a bit complicated. Complicated? A few months ago, he increased the sales tax for our market rather significantly, and with a larger percentage of their profits being taken from them, the merchants have begun to get rather desperate. Fights like the one you saw earlier are becoming more and more commonplace. I see. Sales tax is something which should not be raised without careful consideration. History has shown how damaging such actions can be. I've never heard of anything like that happening in the capital. Have you tried raising objections to the taxes? Of course. I've even gone to Berea-Hard numerous times to petition the Duke personally. But they always just drive me away at the gate, without listening to a word I have to say. This has been going on for roughly 2 months now. If that's the case, the mix-up with the permits may be more than just an accident. Are you suggesting they might be getting careless when dealing with the market, or maybe they're deliberately trying to cause problems? I don't think it's a good idea to jump to conclusions. But I will say that before all this began, the soldiers in the guardhouse absolutely would have intervened in a scuffle like that. Oh? Unlike the Imperial Army, a provincial army's main priority is maintaining the status quo throughout their territory, so mediating arguments which threaten that status quo should absolutely fall within the scope of their duties. Correct. It seems that unless we accept this tax increase, they intend to turn a blind eye to the market. The commanding officer at the guardhouse has even made comments suggesting as much. That's not right at all. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking to matters like this with you. This is strictly an internal affair to be dealt with among us merchants. You have no reason to concern yourselves with it. You need to focus on your field study, and I'll have a new list of tasks for you tomorrow morning as well. You will? So you were asked to prepare some for each day of our visit then? That's right. I got a few difficult ones in mind too, but I'm sure you're up for them. Or at least I hope you are. Don't worry, we are. We'll do our very best to meet your expectations. Sorting out problems at the Grand Market is our responsibility. You don't need to worry yourselves about it. More importantly, I recommend returning to the inn for the day. There's no doubt that you're all tired after the day, so it would be best to rest up for tomorrow. No prob. That all sounds really unfair. I agree. Provincial lords have the duty and the right to decide upon and collect taxes in the regions they control, and as long as that remains the case, there's not really much the German populace can do to stand against them. I'm reluctant to comment on how others choose to rule their own territories, but harassing one's people like this seems clearly inappropriate. I've heard many rumors about the current head of the House Alberea. The current head is Eustace's dad, right? So couldn't we ask Eustace for some help? I doubt there's anything he could do. Among the nobility, decisions made by the head of the household are absolute. And since the Albereas represent one of the 4 great houses, that old tradition is absolutely guaranteed to be alive and well. The Emperor himself is probably the only one with more power than the heads of the 4 great houses. Guess that's a no then. I see you're all busy mulling things over. Excellent, excellent. Instructor Sarah? What brings you here? I figured it was about time to get going. Group B is not getting anything done as expected, so I'm off to help sort them out. What? You're gonna go see Group B now? The town of Parma is a considerable distance from here. Now, you let me worry about that. You four are perfectly capable of looking after yourselves anyway, right? Put your heads together and think, and I'm certain you'll see what you need to do. Adios be with you. Or adios be with you. I'll be... I can't believe it. It's as though she knows exactly what's going on, even though she spent the whole day drinking at the inn. Can she read minds or something? I suggest we return to our room to rest for the night in any case. We still have our reports to write, so an early dinner seems wise. Yeah, you're right. So tired. Me too. I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep at the dinner table without even making it to my bed. Alright, time to turn in for the night. What an unfolding development inside of the Grand Market this evening. And some rather uncomfortable, suspicious circumstances arising with the provincial army. Those are some big cups. Big mugs.
Ah, that was delicious. Those were some seriously fresh vegetables, too.
Yeah, nothing beats food made from local ingredients.
I quite enjoyed the rye bread myself.
I suppose this whole field study thing isn't so bad when you take the menu into account. I wonder what the others in Group B are doing right now.
Somehow, I doubt they're sitting around a table and talking like we are.
That would certainly be a shock if they were. I can't help but question what exactly Class 7's purpose is, though. Instructor Sarah says it's about Arcus, but I don't think that's the only reason we've been brought together.
I'm certain it's not. If that were all, today's field study tasks would serve little purpose.
It seems as though she's trying to make us experience, I don't know, things. Like all kinds of things, big and small. What I can't wrap my head around, though, is why.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along.
What do we have to offer one another, when our reasons for enrolling in Thor's in the first place are undoubtedly very different?
Our reasons?
I hadn't considered that.
My reason for enrolling was quite simple. I aim to come ever closer to my goal. Or, rather, to the person whom I regard as such.
Who's that?
This is neither the time nor the place to discuss such matters. Best to save that topic for another day. What about you, Elisa? Why did you enroll at the academy?
There's no one single reason, but I think I just wanted to assert my independence. I mean, my situation back at home isn't exactly ideal, and this seemed like a good way to get out and do more, I guess.
I see.
It sounds like I'm probably in the minority then. See, I wasn't intending on coming here at all originally. I wanted to do something completely different.
You did?
Oh yeah, you said you were really hoping you'd get into a music academy, right?
Oh?
Well, I wasn't that serious about it or anything. What about you, Reen? You're the last holdout, and since you're the one who brought it up, it's only fair you answer the question too.
Me? I wanted to find myself, I guess.
Find yourself?
Huh?
Sorry. That makes it sound like a much bigger deal than it actually is. That's the best way I can think of to put it, though.
Nothing wrong with that. Going on a journey of self-discovery? It's actually a pretty cool answer.
Yeah, I had no idea you were such a romanticist. You sure don't come across as one.
I shouldn't have said anything.
So you want me to wake you up at 6 tomorrow, right? Yes, please. We only have until tomorrow evening, so we need to get an early start. Really appreciate it. Not a problem at all. Have a good night. Good night.
But we're not actually going to sleep yet, are we? Not until we write our reports for the day.
I want to shut off my brain so badly right now, but it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon.
She seems to have forgotten all about the room situation, and I'm not about to remind her.
Reen?
What is it?
I was unsure whether to ask or not, but I've decided that this question bears answering. Why have you chosen to hold back?
What?
Your sword style and technique. It is the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school, is it not? Popularized by the sword hermit, Yun Ka-Fai, it combines the best elements of other Eastern sword styles. Those who master any of its forms are referred to as a divine blade, and are said to understand the true nature of all things.
You certainly know an awful lot about it. I didn't think it was particularly renowned here in the Empire.
We of the Arseid School consider the studying of other swordsmanship styles to be an essential part of our training. In addition, my father once told me, if you follow the path of the sword, it is only a matter of time before you encounter a follower of the 8 Leaves.
Your father said that? It's an honor to be acknowledged by the Radiant Blade Master himself. I'm nothing special, though. I'm just a dropout who's never even been able to progress past beginner level. I did train under Master Ka-Fai for a while, but I started to feel like I couldn't go any further with my abilities, and he cut my training short.
What?
So I'm really not holding back. Honest, I actually kind of feel like I'm dirtying the good name of the 8 Leaf School, in fact. But this is my limit. I'm sorry I can't quite live up to your expectations. Laura?
You have no reason to apologize to me. This is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. Though I'll admit to some disappointment, I was hoping you'd prove to be a good sparring partner. I'm going to practice outside for a bit. Please go and finish your report with Elisa and Elliot.
There's a lot he doesn't want to talk about, huh? I can see in his eyes sometimes that he's bottling something up and trying really hard to keep anyone else from noticing.
You've noticed it too? You sure have taken quite an interest in him.
I was just trying to work out the best time to apologize, that's all. It's not like I've been consciously paying attention to him or anything, honestly.
Reen's not the only one bottling up his feelings, though, is he? You've been doing the same thing.
Yeah, I guess I have.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you.
God damn it.
Keep
That
up the
went
good
by
work.
way too quick. I know it was a quartz, though, so ow. So we'll see that in a moment. Here are the tasks for the day. The market manager left them with me. Thank you. Field study day 2 assigned tasks. Lost wallet. Client, Merchant Lizzie. Yesterday I found a wallet on the floor in front of my stall. Would someone be willing to help find its owner? See me at the ceramic stall and I'll tell you more. Lizzie. Task. West Celtic Highway Monster. Client, Market Manager Otto. A large, ferocious monster has been spotted on the West Celtic Highway. We'd all be happier if someone took it out. Monster. Zordar. Location. Stone bridge leading to the Heimdall. leading to Heimdall on the West Celtic Highway. Market Manager Otto. Huh, even fewer than yesterday. Maybe he gave us less work to do because he knew we were gonna back to Trish today? Sounds about right. He's a very considerate man. The last train headed your way leaves around 9 tonight. You get those done quickly enough, you can have dinner here before you leave. Thank you very much. We greatly appreciate your kindness. Shall we get started then? Sounds good. Looks like today's tasks are all optional. Hey Laura, I wanted to apologize for what I said to you yesterday evening. Rain? As I told you then, this is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. This is not something for you which an apology is required. That's not really what I mean. I want to apologize for making light of the way of the sword. What I said about being a dropout who's never been able to progress past beginner level was disrespectful. To Master Kafai, to the school I follow, and to the path of the sword itself. And for those reasons, I feel it was inappropriate of me to say what I said, so I'm sorry. If that's the case, then there's one other person you should be apologizing to as well. I can't pretend to know much about your personal circumstances, but regardless of one's background or social standing, one should always be able to live with pride in him or herself. Thus, if you truly did make light of yourself and your own abilities, then that is an act of shame for which you owe yourself recompense. Let me ask you a question, Rain. Do you like the path of the sword? It's not really a matter of liking it or disliking it, I don't think. It's a part of my life, an inseparable part of who I am. That's all I wanted to hear. I feel exactly the same way. Laura. So you two are friends again then, huh? Huh? Were we not? There was never any rift between us that I knew about. Indeed, this is all handled rather neatly, I felt. You're both so simple-minded. I feel like an idiot spending so much time trying to devise a plan to get the two of you to make up. Whoa, you did what now? It would seem we've caused you undue concern. Jeez, can we just forget about this and move on? Looks like the ground's drier after rainfall, so to speak. Glad to see you all looking a bit less gloomy. Margaret, we got trouble. Big, big trouble. Slow down, Louise. It's the first thing in the morning and you're about to poise to wake up the dead. You're making such a commotion. Where have you been anyway? You're late. I'm sorry, I just got caught up on the way here. But never mind that, we have big, big trouble. Something terrible's happened over at the market. Something terrible, you say? What terrible thing happened exactly? Well, it sounded like it actually took place last night. 2 of the stalls over at the market were destroyed and all the merchandise was stolen. That is the most terrible indeed. A robbery? Oh my. I suppose that means the market might be opening late today, which means we could end up with more customers as people wait here for a resolution. Luis, get this place ready. You got it. As for you four, this is our problem, not yours. You just focus on your field study and leave this incident to the locals. You have your own tasks to worry about after all. Of course. We'll be back later. Thanks again. What should we do? I have to admit I'm curious. It's not far. Might as well just go take a look. Alright, let's go take a slight detour and see what's happening at the market then. And that will be a decision and an adventure for next time. So I hope you all have enjoyed what you've been watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. If you like what you saw, feel free to drop a like, comment, subscribe. Maybe let me know what your thoughts are. But join me next time as we investigate what is happening inside the Celtic Grand Market and continue on with the final day of our field study. But until next time, see you.